Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Week 4 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports. We'll see Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Daniel Jones and the New York Giants.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Las Vegas Raiders. Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in 0-3 and in desperate need of a win.
And as a team, you start to feel a little bit snake bit. They need something good to happen right now so they know it's not just them. They think they have the makings of a good team.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Giants, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
But let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And one of the things that I think that Derek Carr has really improved in doing since college, his ability to stay in the pocket, things swirling around him, find the right guy, and deliver the ball with accuracy. Derek Carr has great touch when he throws the football.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry runs 75 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Wow, first play of the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, he spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The former number 6 overall pick of 2019, Daniel Jones, trots out to lead this New York Giants offense.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it. But otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley, and a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a 2nd straight loss. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
It's 3rd down.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket. it for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And he's got it to start the drive. And the ball is knocked out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
Following the fumble recovery, Jones is going to fire, and this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Evan Ingram, 44 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
For the extra point.
Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
It's a gain of
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First down Raiders, Carr to Waller. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raider 1st down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
A 1st down and more for Jacobs. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. He looks like someone who spent his offseason working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams there to make the grab. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening opening and exploited it.
Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
New York set to take the field. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Saquon Barkley.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss?
Fighting through. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36.
A short gain that doesn't get him the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender, and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, sometimes a thing of beauty.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37.
At the 37-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels. A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. Past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Josh Jacobs.
Well, they're making making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Well, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Moreau here. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6 at the Giants' 8-yard line.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Edwards there to make the grab. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped it in the breadbasket perfectly.
Right in the bucket. And when you're coming out of college and you're a rookie in the NFL, sometimes you forget about the different types of throws you have to make. You just rely on your fastball and throw it as hard as you can all the time. From this situation, he understood and threw it in a spot where only his receiver was going to get it and no one else. That was pretty.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants going to take over again on offense. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
What I would tell my offense right here, the punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
That'll be complete to Cook. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. On the left side, a catch by White. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
An 8-yard.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he's got his man in stride. Complete.
Rosen's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
For C.J. Ward.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Thus far, they have been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
At their own 25-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, 2nd quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect it. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of it. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to complete it to Moreau. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Bowden. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Complete to Jalen Richard. It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 3.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He'll swing this one out to Richard. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's the Raiders punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Rosen. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Catch made, it's Moreau. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he can't find the receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's a give to Richard.
Number 30, Jalen Richard.
It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter.
For the field goal, a 53-yard attempt.
That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football.
Recovered by the Raiders.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, New York.
First down, here's White. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought to
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play.
So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. This one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. And brought in by the tight end Cook.
Complete to Jared Cook.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he fires one incomplete. James White, the man he was looking for out of the backfield. And it's 3rd and short.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
There's a lot of different formulas to winning football, but one constant over the years, winning on 3rd down. That pickup there was big because they had struggled throughout this one.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought
But
down.
it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Going with White here, toss left, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. But ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10. at their own 20.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll find his running back here, Richard. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Richard. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
A loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. That's into the hands of Edwards. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Bryan Edwards, ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give him a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
New York ready to go again offensively. They go play action. It's Rosen. He completes it right side of the lane. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Gain of a yard.
Not much there, only a yard. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Rosen will throw. Throw right sideline is complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Giants, first down.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And Cook has it left side. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's the end.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On a handoff, it's White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
New York.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Going left side here, and it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
To number 13.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the 20.
And now it's Rosen looking. This is White on the screen. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That one a first down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now a give to White. And he'll get this down only to the 18. He was brought down by Malik Collins. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And that'll make it 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Ball carrier.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
A gain of 5.
They stay on the ground with White. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
James White, the ball carrier.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, 2nd half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Rosen on the keeper.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
5-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at about the 4. He didn't get in, nowhere close. The running play does not work from the 5 on 4th and goal. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
For Foster Moreau.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. There is going to be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles and they've changed plays when they see certain sets? A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure. And boy, did it pay off in this case. There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
On 1st down, it's Rosen. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
18 yards. 1st down, Giants.
Rosen off the play action. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Back in the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's is incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Throwing again, it's Rosen. He's going to let it go again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Makes the score Raiders 28.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little past there, call it the 26.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Keelan Doss, 30 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
40 extra point.
They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Giants take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The catch and run good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a pass dropped off here for James White. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
It's a gain of 17.
Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's David Arnett picking it off. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Well, the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. On the ground, Richard. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.